Hi collector fans and welcome to the channel. On today's video we're going to take a look at my continuing growing Hot Toys collection. Yes, it's grown since the last time. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, give me a like, and I just want to say enjoy that video and just apologise, I've not done a video for a few months. It's been a while. Wife's had me doing lots of stuff in the garden, as people will watch me on the live stream now. I just apologise. Hopefully we're back to doing some videos now, so enjoy. Well, here we go. Let's take a look at the first DTOF. So yeah, I only had like 4 DTOFs and now I've got 6. I'm lucky enough to find a few like free on Marketplace, and yes, good hunting. Okay, let's take a look at Han and Leia. I love these two. See, not everyone's very keen on the Han Solo from The Force Awakens. I do like it. It's a very good likeness of Han Solo. This jacket's kind of made of like fake leather out, and it's notorious for flaking. All these kind of things are. It's the only thing about collecting Hot Toys is the longevity of collecting Hot Toys is the material can be very fragile. I've been so lucky. I've seen a few of these that really start to fall apart, but mine's still very soft. I think it's how you look after it and the temperature you keep these things at. Yes, and there's lovely Princess Leia. This is one of the first Hot Toys I sort of saw in a shop, and really sort of made me start thinking about collecting Hot Toys. I think I was in Forbidden Planet actually. This was in there, and I wish I could start collecting these, and I really sort of thought, oh, maybe I can. And yeah, and now look at me. But yeah, this is a great one. I love this. Of course, it comes. You can get the double pack with the with Wicket as well, Ewok. But yeah, I just love the camo, and she looks quite good when she's actually in her general costume, which you take the camo piece off, and she's got quite a good pose. You put the hair on as well. But yeah, very dainty figure. This nice boots. Yeah, there's a lot of boots in Hot Toys, isn't there? In Star Wars in general, we love a boots. Yeah, very brown Han Solo, isn't he? Very brown. But yeah, that's such a good likeness. Okay, the next shelf. We have my Mandalorians. Yes, so we have Bo-Katan, Katie Stackoff. I know they're redoing this one, aren't they? They're redoing her hair to make it more realistic. I think it's a very good likeness. Good character in the Mandalorian series. They went a bit mad in series 3. They kind of made her the main thing. Everyone was like, oh, is she going to be taken over? But I enjoyed series 3. A lot of people don't like it, but I enjoyed it for certain episodes and characters. We've got the Death Watch Mandalorian. Pretty easy Mandalorian to collect actually. I think I got this for about 150, so not a bad price. I did have him initially sort of in his kind of mid-air rocket pose, but I've gone with the just a standard pose. I love it. It's got like a bit scuffed on the boots there, bit of dirt. Very casual look. Very popular though. Very popular man there. Okay, next we have my Clone Troopers. Yes, we've got a Phase 1 and a Phase 2 Clone Trooper. So we've got the blue lieutenant. He looks a lot bluer, darker blue than when I'm looking at him. I don't know, it must be the light in here. Looks very like a royal blue, but it's a very lighter blue. It's 501st kind of blue. But yeah, nice pose. Very weathery. This is a sideshow, not a Hot Toy. And we've got the Shock Trooper. I love this paint job. It is very sort of menacing, isn't it? Scary looking. That's why the Emperor probably decided to have them painted like this, to look pretty scary. Love all the lines. It's very hard trying to paint these lines on a proper helmet. That's a lot of masking and getting it symmetrical. Yeah, I just love the keypad on them. But they're very similar, Hot Toys and Sideshow. It's kind of the same thing. I mean, the difference is with a Hot Toy, you get a better face. But the dolls as well, actually saying that the Sideshow dolls, they get loose very quick. With the Hot Toy dolls, they use a better quality doll underneath, and it's a lot better at posing and doesn't get loose, stays rigid longer. Okay, this is the last shelf for the first DTOF. Yeah, I've put all my little droids together. So yeah, these are this is the Sideshow R5D4. Then we've got the custom one I made. You've seen this before. This is the bubble bath or shampoo holder that I painted and weathered. And then of course we've got the recent Hasbro chopper that makes all the noises. I weathered him. And then we've got some pit droids, they're the Hasbro ones. So yeah, I picked up another one recently. Yeah, there we go, got a clean one. But yeah, I got 3 of the pit droids now. They're great. Nice to have little droids. Hopefully I will get in the future another one. So another droid. I like some more droids. Okay, on to the second DTOF, and of course Mandalorian time. Here we go. The original Mandalorian armor. I do love this look. It's a shame it kind of only lasted for a few episodes, and then we got kind of the new shiny armor. I do like this look, and it's a shame. I wish, you know, somehow he'd go back to having some battered armor. You know, somehow he loses his armor and he has to wear, like, cobble together some bits of armor again. That'd be really cool. So kind of like going back to the first episode we saw the Mandalorian. I think that's what it is. That's why I like it. That first episode when he appears, you know, through the that cantina and grabs that guy. It's just really, really cool. And just seeing when we got to see the concept pictures of this, it's such a cool figure. So I love it, and how battered it got as well. Here we go, IG-11. So I've got it right. I could say IG-88. Everyone does, don't they? IG-11. That was a great first episode with this character. Seeing it move. This is so cool. I love it. He's quite a fairly cheap one to buy. I don't know if it's because he's not, I don't know, not that interesting. I don't know. I think he's great. He's such a tall figure. See, I've got him without the stand. He's that tall. He's not bad posing, but yeah, not a bad thing to pose. The guns are a little bit dodgy. Trying to get him to hold the guns. But otherwise, it's a cool figure. And these legs are solid. They're pretty heavy. This is one of my latest pickups, the ATAT driver, both from Sideshow, these two. See, Sideshow did some really good stuff, and I think this ATAT driver is awesome. Of course, Hot Toys haven't made one yet. If they did, I think they would have a lot of competition with this one, because this is absolutely amazing. That helmet is awesome. I love it. There's slightly bubbled lenses in there, which is nice. All the little, all that detail on there. Love it. You've got these, the danglers as they call them. Look at that. It's very simple grey. It looks white, but it is definitely it's a slightly, they call it polar grey. So I mean, it's definitely grey, not white. So, but see, if you look at the white there and look at the white there, that's a dirty white, but it's definitely, I think because of the grey flight suit. But yeah, it's nice. Look at those boots. Ski boots of some sort back in the day. I know these boots are Canadian mucklet boots or something they used. So, yeah, so they were like used in the military, I think. Loads of detail. With this figure is the Sideshow. The Hot Toys one is extremely expensive. This one's going up in price. I think now we've got the Snow Hoth Troopers appearing maybe in the Mando film. They'll probably bring another one out, reissue it, but this is going to go up in price. I love it. This one's got a little bit of like a white piece on there, but these two are great and they look good together. Nice to have a General Veers on it. One day maybe we'll get one made. Now I've put my two troopers together, of course, from Rogue One. What a cool film that is. Probably one of the best Disney films we've had, isn't it? Everyone thinks the same. I love the pose I've got on this. Nice pose. The tank driver. Such a cool figure. I love it. It's probably one of the most nicest ones probably to wear, because you've got this trouser area. You can probably bend your knees and walk around in it quite easily. I love that costume. One costume I'd like to do again. You know, I'd love to do a shore trooper or a tank trooper again. I think most people, when they saw this in the film, they were like, wow. I love how they keep redoing the armour in Star Wars. Nice simple brown boots. Yeah, I forget what the colour of this armour is. There's a name for the actual type of colour they used. Like an Egyptian desert colour. I can't remember. There's a name, technical colour. Yeah, nice. These two are great. This is fairly still, because the troopers always are a lot cheaper than some of the main characters. I think they just made quite a lot of them. But yeah, you can get these fairly good price. Okay, now for the bottom shelf of the second DTOF. Some more sequel films. So we've got The Force Awakens, TIE Pilot, which I think is very cool looking, and this suit is nice. It's like a nylon suit. Boots are cool. Loads of straps. Look at that box, very cool. I love the helmet on this. Cool gun. At one point he was quite hard to find. I think he pops up occasionally. Sith Trooper. I think it's the only thing I've got from Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. He just looks cool, doesn't he? It's all the angular armour on it. All the little grooves on it. Look at that, the grooves. Such a cool looking thing. Shame they didn't get as much screen time. A lot of troopers didn't get much screen time in that film. Very rushed. Not a bad film. Okay, next we have Qui-Gon and Darth Maul. Always think this Qui-Gon is an awesome looking figure. I've always had him like this, never bothered with it. I'm not that keen on the actual robes. I've always liked them without the robes. They always look better, I find. Just find the robes still are not amazing. And when they've got the wires in, they look a bit better. They can help pose them, but I just think they look so much better without the robes on. And of course we've got Darth Maul. I love this Darth Maul. This is a sideshow Darth Maul. I found this one really cheap. Got it. This is kind of the Naboo face-off, isn't it? It's fairly good. It's not too over the top. Some of the Darth Maul faces are a bit too much. He just looks just right. I do like him though when he's got a bit of a grin, a bit of a but yeah, very cool. Okay, next we have two cool characters from the Book of Boba Fett. Not everyone's cup of tea. I liked it for some of the characters they introduced. I can't wait for it to come out in 4K. I do like it. I don't know why people don't like it. I quite enjoy it for the other characters. Seeing these two guys, seeing the Hutts on there, seeing Chrysanthemum. Cool character. Will they ever do a Hot Toys Chrysanthemum? Yeah, I've got Bane holding his hat. And ready to release his weapon. Another brown character, not the most exciting. Him and Han Solo both very brown. And they just put the gauntlets on there to add a bit of colour. And there's Tito, his little droid. It's worth getting the deluxe one just for the droid. He's so delicate, but he poses really well. Really well. Those arms are so thin, but he looks great. Mr. Cobb Vanth. Some people say he doesn't look like him. I think he's not bad. It's not a bad likeness. Still sought after. I like this weapon with the webbing sort of wrapped around it. The gauntlets. You gotta be careful with this one not to break the pipes. They are very fragile on this figure. A few people have had that problem. Nice rocket on the back there. And of course there's the Boba helmet. I might change it over sometime, put the head back on, helmet, but no, I like it like that. You got these good likenesses, you've got to show them off. And the stand on this is great, look, extra bits. Love that. Okay, we're taking a look at my 2 Sideshow Clone Troopers, both phase 2. I love these 2. Hot Toys has done Commander Karl, but this is a Sideshow, and I had this one when I started collecting these back in 2005, I think. 2000, I think it was that far back, maybe a bit 2000, I don't know, 10. I'm not sure, I know, but I owned this one, and of course the Stormtrooper, which you'll see, and then I sold them, and I really regretted it. And this came up, and I had to grab it. And yeah, very weathered. You don't, you know, there's not much difference, I don't think, between this and the Hot Toy one. Okay, the head's better, the head sculpt is way better on the Hot Toys one, but something like this, he looks awesome. And this is another grail I had to get when I started these up. I just love this armor, all the different colors, lovely camo, and that green visor, very cool. I guess if Hot Toys did this, that would light up, I'm guessing, or it would be like a way better green visor in it. But yeah, what a cool figure. Okay, here we go, 2 more together. The Dark Trooper and Moff Gideon. Yeah, very cool figure. That scene in The Mandalorian was awesome. Not the most popular of robots, I don't think. A lot of people have bought this and then sold it on. It is, can I say, hard to pose. There's not a lot you can do with this guy. You're frightened you're going to break him. He does look very cool, especially when you put the batteries in the head. I don't really bother putting batteries in any of these things because it's too much fiddling around, and they don't last long, the batteries, and just don't want any corrosion damaging the insides. So I would prefer they just put maybe a modification where, you know, they put the clear bit where the light can just go through and light it up. That would be a very simple way of doing it. Or putting bigger batteries in a stand, maybe putting like loads of AA's in the bottom of the stand with a wire that connects in, make it a lot easier. You could change the batteries easier. Another one, Moff Gideon, not very popular. People say they don't like it. I think he looks great. I don't think his face looks, he doesn't look mean, he looks quite chilled. Maybe that's what it is, maybe people want him to look a bit meaner. But he looks pretty happy there to me. Because he's got the dark saber, probably. Very cool. But yeah, found a cheap one, very cheap. Got this one for. Very cool looking character. I always forget this one. This one's not. This is my big one. It's higher up on top of the details. But of course, we have the Mandalorian speeder bike and scout together. I love this set. Very cool. Well, I think it's one of the second or third things I bought. I definitely went big straight away. But it's absolutely amazing. I just love that scene where they all come tearing out and jumping down the hill and smashing into each other and then chasing after the vehicle. Very cool. And to see the biker scouts slightly different, you know, like the knees are upside down, they should be the other way. I always say that. I know, spot these things, just very dirty, grubby, not nice and clean. I do like the biker scout, very cool. And bit there, very cool. Okay guys, I'm going to finish this as a part 1. I'm going to do a part 2. So, haha, see, I got you there. You thought you were going to see it all in one part. Now I'm going to make a part 2 so you can watch all this and then come back to it again for another part. Maybe next week I'll do part 2 because I've got too many Hot Toys. It's about terrible. Okay, just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Make sure you hit that subscribe Make sure you leave a comment, make sure you like it. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, because you know you want to come back for part 2. You've got to see part 2, haven't you? So if you don't subscribe, you're going to miss it. So I just want to say a big thank you to all my patrons, my channel members. I hope you enjoyed this part 1. I will see you on part 2. See you on the next video. Bye.